So with this review, you might hear some sounds of wet and miserable weather, as well as the usual traffic sounds, of course. But that's okay, because the movie I'm about to review, Lou, yeah, that features a lot of miserable, wet, crappy weather as well. So what is it? Well, it's a movie directed by Anna Forrester, it's weird spelling, Maggie Cohen, and Jack Stanley wrote this movie. It stars Allison Janney in a movie that's, well, I wouldn't really associate her with a movie like this. I'm used to seeing her walking and talking The West Wing, or doing kind of more drama-ish kind of roles, or funny roles. Maybe I've missed her more serious actiony stuff. If I have, point it out to me, because if this is any indication, I want to see more. So this whole movie is set on an island, and it's in the 80s, and there's this a lot of world building here. It's usually done with like news reports, but not news reports like a bad movie would just start with the news reports and stuff like that to build the world for us. This movie just shows them in the background on the TV and in the radio and things like that. You know, that kind of subtle world building, which I really like. So the movie's set on an island. There's like some giant weather warning. Everyone's got to batten down the hatches and stay inside. When Lou's neighbor, well, her daughter gets kidnapped by her father. Well, the kid's father. And so Allison Janney, the titular character Lou, has to help the mum go and get her kid back. And it's these two women following the dad and the young girl through treacherous terrain, through like a forest and crappy bridges and gnarly looking rocks and traps and all this kind of stuff. And through it all, there's this kind of family aspect that kind of builds up as the movie goes along. And when it starts to really come to the fore, I was just like, oh, okay, this is kind of the direction this movie's taken. All right. Thought there'd be a lot more bad guys and things like that. No, this is the way they're taking. And then like 5 minutes later, I was like, yeah, I'm sold. The acting in this movie's fantastic. I'm sold. Tell me this story. What's going to happen? So it's pretty much a chase throughout the most of the movie, but it's tense. It features great characters. It's not too long, good hour and 40, and I loved it. It was well shot. It's violent. It's kind of gritty. It's got a bit of a spy aspect to it as well. This was just a great time. This is probably going to be a short review because it's a good movie and I want you to see it. Now, the ending is a little predictable, but not in a bad way. It's just like the very end, not the whole end, just the very, very end. I kind of knew what that part would happen. And I was like, you know what? I feel like you earned that. That's fine. All right, you have that ending. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I really liked Lou. I really like it when they take someone who's older and maybe more known for more dramatic acting and things like that, and then make him or her beat the shit out of someone. You know, we saw it with Nobody, with Bob Odenkirk, and now this is something similar here with Allison Janney, just seeing this different side. Man, it is really cool stuff. It makes sense. It follows on a steady clip. Just watch Lou. Awesome surprise. You know why? Because it's a freaking Netflix movie, and I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Well played, Netflix. Well played. Yeah. I think a problem I've been having with female-led action movies is not that they exist, just that they're average or not good. Thank you. This one's awesome. Watch Lou. This is great. Yes, have a message. Yes, do all these things, but be good. And Lou, he's great.